We have another fantasy manga to talk about. It is Cervin. This story focuses on a father and daughter building their relationship after facing off against a great dragon that is destroying the world. During this battle with the dragon, this princess calls out to a cursed god, now how smart is that, which devours all of her memories. So of course, we have another amnesia-driven story. How many times have we heard of these? And it's fantasy, which may feel like a tired out genre. Little did you know, Cervin does stand out, which is exactly why I have to talk about it. Like I said, it focuses on the relationship between a daughter and her father. Yet because this princess has forgotten everything, the relationship she had with her father is gone. So we get to see these characters build a family from the ground up. Talk about New Game Plus, am I right? Of course, this princess doesn't trust an old grizzled man approaching her, claiming that he's her father. All in all, while you're reading this, it makes you wonder, is he really this girl's dad? This relationship is broken, and it might just be a lie, as most relationships are when shitty people are involved. And there is a shitty person that is the cause of all of this. His name is Contrano, a lady killer, a dictator, worst of all, a false god. As you should know, the evil dragon that has the power to destroy the entire world is simply a chess piece to Contrano's biggest plan. By fusing with this evil dragon, he can become a god. Contrano collaborates with evil priests to make this a reality. Allow me to speak from the experience of a former cult leader. I would be surprised if Contrano actually got control of this dragon. Although he wants to use this dragon's power, he could possibly get used himself, leaving him as the pawn in his own game. But here's what separates this story from the rest, because it feels like you're being sold off of lies the entire time. There really are no concrete answers. I mentioned before that the princess lost her mind by calling on the powers of a god. And this god known as Juana is not a good god. So the good guys and the bad guys are being used for some kind of crazy plot. And having this fake real dad character puts you on edge even more because you don't have a single idea on whether anyone or anything can be trusted. The characters in the plot here have a different sense of weight with this naive little girl as the main character. Understanding things a little bit more, she chooses to raise a bear because she thinks it's cute. But in due time, this bear will grow into a predator that might just kill her one day. The world here is cruel and punishing, and there shouldn't be a single doubt in your mind about it. Who is anyone kidding? The demons practically take over the world in the beginning chapters, and they're as terrifying as apostles in Berserk. With demons invading the city, a female archer tries to defend herself, and then she starts to run out of arrows. With the archer and the demon processing the current situation, the demon grins at her because it knows it has the power to do exactly what it wants to her. Moments like this can easily send chills up your spine. With the demons looking as scary as they are, it makes moments like these feel worse than they should. And it's really not just these monsters that everyone has to worry about. You have corrupt humans and mystical creatures alike not really giving a damn about whether or not the world falls to pieces, giving us a detour to Cervin the false king. Being horrible is in this man's instincts. Controlling and manipulating a kingdom is child's play to a guy like this. And there is one thing that he wants to control more than a kingdom, and that is a woman. And he stops at nothing to force her to have his kids. Understandably, this man is very simple-minded, because he isn't a man at all. He is a force of nature, a werewolf. Being this, he can overpower and use anyone. And it's really possible because he exists to dominate humans. And that's all he knows, but what makes him so compelling is how human this character becomes, risking his life to save a person, not knowing why or how because it goes against his very nature. Then again, he is saving the woman that he wants, his mate, quote unquote. And it shows what kind of layers this story has. Is he saving this woman because he's an animal or because he's a man? Speaking of being a man, the father here is very misunderstood and closed off. And I know I'm talking about characters a lot here, but this story is very character driven. His experience and intelligence shows just what kind of life he lived. Practically giving up on life whenever there's a conflict, he practically doesn't even care. Dishing out all of his focus on stopping the darkness from rising again. For a moment, he compares himself to legendary kings that have the power to kill demons with ease and other mystical creatures. Unfortunately, he's just a weak, average man. So what kind of strength does he have? The strength that he possesses comes from the motivation of protecting this princess, Arsinoe. I gotta be as transparent as possible, he has nothing that lets him stand out in any fight. His weapons pretty much do all of the work for him. He doesn't possess super strength or any abnormal ability. Yet he takes on the world and tries to save it with the willpower of a man. The axe he uses is made out of a meteorite that allows him to create electricity whenever he hits a hard surface that he cannot cut through. So while not using his own strength, he's only winning because of his weapons, and his shield has blades that poke out of it so he can surprise attack anyone who is ignorant enough to try and face him head on. His fighting style says a lot about the approach he has in life. And as much as he embodies the human spirit and the lifestyle that most men lead, his wife is the exact opposite. She is a demon who has to take in all of the frustration and demons of this earth, using her entire body as a seal. Because humans are powerless, man is powerless, just like the man in this story. And demons exist in this world because man had wanted them to. They believed in such horrible things that led to the creation of demons. This story is very religious. Humans have planned to create demons so that they can seal away the dragon because their own power was not strong enough. Attempting to use evil as a greater good made them worse off because not only do they have to worry about the dragon, but they have to fight these same demons they created. And being so weak, being so cowardly, they would push all of these demons onto one woman, turning her into a demon herself. An ugly, grotesque, disgusting creature. Being made into such a thing, she would only want for the world to be destroyed, making the mother of the princess in this story a villain. The father protects the world while the mother destroys it, and their daughter is a tool for both of their dreams. The mother causes Arsinoe to come into contact with demonic abilities. This mother helps Arsinoe, but at what price? What will this demon power do to her, especially when Saint Fwana is already a corrupt god that ruined her mind? A mother's wish is to destroy the same world that her daughter lives in, and the father, that might not even be her actual father, only wishes to save her and protect this world. The broken family here really pulls at the heartstrings. And while reading, it's hard to try and pick a side that you feel like you can trust, because everyone here has the potential to be a liar. And this naive little girl might just get used along this crazy, saddening fantasy adventure. The dynamics of family, religion, alongside the creativity that really flexes how much possibilities there are for the fantasy genre, really makes Cervin something worth reading. And I hope that you managed to check it out after watching this. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video and subscribe to this channel, and be sure to check out all of these other videos I'm showing on your screen right now. If you like this one, those ones will definitely blow your mind.